What is up, everybody? It is Chewy89 back with another Marvel Crisis Protocol video, and we got the updates from May, and I'm excited, man. And we're going to be getting this yearly from Atomic Mass Games, from what I understand it. If you were at the Adepticon panel or you watched it on Twitch or whatever, we will be getting updates like this every year. And I'm excited they're taking this approach, and we got some great buffs and nerfs to characters in this wave, and that I'm very excited about. And there's a good amount of characters in here that have not seen the table in a while or ever in this game, and I'm excited for the changes that have happened. Guys, I'm glad to be back doing some videos for you guys. I've been really busy, but my time is just a lot of time being taken up. Right now, I'm getting a basement finished in my basement. I'm currently in my basement, but the rest of my basement is getting finished. So there's a lot of construction work happening, and let's just say that there's a lot of noise happening, and for me to record during certain times, I can't do it. So my threshold, my time to record is during the afternoon, right? And after that at night, it gets really hard for me to record stuff because wife and all that sort of kind of stuff. I got everything going on. So that work is being finished. It's basically towards the end, so I'm going to be able to record some more videos going forward. So don't worry about it. You're going to see more of the Chewy talk about Marvel Crisis Protocol. So we got some changes today, and we're going to go through that as much as I can today. Probably going to get through all this and talk about it. I'm really, really excited, man. I'm hyped for this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play some new stuff. And so here we go. So we got some tactics cards updates here. I don't know what all the changes are here, and I think the best thing we could do, we're going to come back to this later. I think there's just quality of life changes here. I think maybe with some of the Stephen Strange cards, maybe they just got changed that, Sorcerer Supreme can use them now or whatever. I'm not 100% sure what that is. So we are going to go over here, and we are going to do the transmissions. I think it's here where they have, here it is right here. So we can go back and forth, and we can go and just look at the changes here. So okay, so we can go back and talk about tactics cards later. Let's just get to the characters, right? We'll talk about this later. So first change here. All right, so it looks like Bullseye got a bit of a nerf. It looks like his attack went from range 4 to 3 now. He's still a 2 threat, still got the same health. Everything still looks the same. Still has parting shot. Still has I never miss, hit and run. Everything. The pin cushion is still the same, range 4. But it looks like this attack went down from range 4 to range 3. Welcome changed, right? He's still, I think, a pretty good 3 threat. You just have to put him in danger a little bit more, right? I mean, I felt like he was very, very safe from range 4, and very hard to get to sometimes. So, really good change. I mean, solid. I mean, there's not much to be changed on Bullseye, honestly. He's a really good character and a welcome addition to the game. So, I think he'll still see some play. I mean, obviously he's CS affiliated, so he's going to see a lot of play. So really good stuff there. Now, this is one of the exciting changes I've been waiting for. A quality of life change to Doctor Strange. Dude, I loved playing this character when he first came out. I played him so much. I had so much fun with him because I just love his character model. I love his character in general. All the rules he had was really cool. But, over time, he got stale and the game evolved and he didn't evolve with it. So he just got left behind and, Convocation came out, they played him there a little bit, and he just wasn't cutting it, right? He needed a quality of life change. So let's get into this right now. So, Bolts of Bedevilment is still range 4. It's still push any direction. He got a pierce this time on a block result, which is really cool. If you didn't know, also, if you get a block result with him, he gains a power for the Shield of Seraphim, so you can double dip now, so you can gain an extra power and pierce an attack. This should make the attack a lot more consistent in doing damage, and it should be really strong. And the push any direction on any size is very, very, very strong. It's omnidirectional, and it's any size, okay? So all the characters in the game mostly can get pushed by this attack unless you have that rule where attacks can't push you or whatever the case may be, right? So really good welcome change there. Crimson Band stays the same. The other change here was to the leadership. Now, the leadership before, I thought when it first came out was pretty good, right? Changing the attack result. You pay a power, change the attack result, and you give them a hex. There were some issues. There's a decent amount of issues with that because, if you needed to pick up an objective and play a pay to flip, right? You wouldn't have the power, especially if you whiffed on an attack and did no damage. You have to spend the power to do the attack, and let's say it just failed, you got nothing out of it. So you couldn't pick up an extract and then, do the pay to flip thing after that, right? You could, but you had to do damage or whatever, right? The point is, if you didn't do damage, you didn't get a benefit. So now let's take a look at what they changed on this. Once per turn, after an attack made by an allied character is resolved, if the attack dealt damage, or if the target character has a threat 5 or more, the attacking character. Oh my God. The attacking character may use this leadership ability. If they do, the target character gains the Hex special condition. This is very good. This does not cost you a power to do. It is once per turn. So you just auto get this, right? So you have two conditions. If you do a damage, or if you're a 5 threat or higher, right? And putting Hex on some of those kaiju characters, right? Like, the Hulks of the world, CGR, etc., or whatever the case may be, cripples their output, right? Because the crits just add more results, and if you could just stagnate them and they don't get that extra dice, they don't get those extra dice, that's really good. That's very, very strong, and I like the two conditions, right? So you either have to do a damage, or if they're size 5 threat or higher. That's really good. That is absolutely good. It does not cost a power, and it's once per turn. I think it's a really strong leadership. I think it's very, 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 very good. The other change that was made to Doctor Strange was the Eye of Agamotto. The Eye of Agamotto. God, I can't say that. The Eye of Agamotto. Now you can reroll on dodges. Previously, you could not do that. It was very easy, especially with Magneto and characters that had really good throws. Very easy to kill Doctor Strange because he couldn't reroll any dodge results, right? Well, now you can. And that's really good, and it's really strong, and it's very welcome. Because the way to beat Strange, both of them, was to just throw things at him, and they just die. And it was like, you just didn't care. Really good and really nice welcome change. Doctor Strange also gains a health buff on the injured side. That's very, very good, especially with his dice pool, rerolls and all that stuff. It's going to make him probably stay on the field a lot longer. Strange is going to be a threat in this game going forward. I'm calling it right now, and honestly, I think Convocation just went up a notch, right, in my book. They're already really good. They got better with this, and that's a good thing, and I'm not even complaining about it. I love the Convocation playstyle. I've always been intrigued by it. I just felt like they were just missing the boat on some of the characters, and I think this is a welcome change. This adds another Doctor Strange that they can play and do some really cool things. Defenders as well. Like, Defenders gets a second leadership now. That is really cool. So I like what has been done with the Defenders over the past couple of years. They didn't have tactics cards for a long time, and it was really annoying for me. And their leadership was just whatever. So now they got two really good leaderships with Daredevil and him. You can swap between the two. You could probably do a dual affiliation between the Convocation and the Defenders going forward. So that's really good. That's really, really good. Really nice welcome change. I can't wait to see Strange on tape. I'm probably going to be playing him a lot. All right, Clea. Let me show you something about Clea. Hold on a second. I bought this character day one when she came out. She has looked the same ever since I bought her. I got her on release day. I primed her and said I'm not painting this character until changes are made. Because she was an awful character. She was one of the worst 3 threats in the game and did not deserve to be one of the worst 3 threats in the game. She had the stupid Red Skull thing to, if she rolled enough fails, she would just do a whole bunch of damage to herself and drop herself. I watched the game with HPP Will a couple of years ago, and he did the ability and basically killed his Clea and lost the game because of it. So I'm very happy that they're going to finally address this character. It took too long, honestly, but we're here. But I just wanted to make a joke about this. Like, I've never painted this character because I just didn't think she was worth painting. But now she will be painted. And if I don't paint her, and if I don't have it at a tournament painted, like, get on me about it. All right, so I wish I had her old card here, but let's take a look at the notes here. The healthy side, the stamina went up by 1, so she's now a 6 health character. That's really good. What else happened here? Tendrils. Okay, so Icy Tendrils changed to be... Okay, so Icy Tendrils of whatever abilities changed to be easier to trigger. Descendant of the Faultine changed to 2 damage, which is really good, which is what we just talked about. It's this ability here where you gain 3 power, you roll 5 dice, and basically it was per fail result you would take a damage. Now if you just have a fail result, you just take a flat 2 damage. It's still a decent amount of damage to take. It's still scary to do, but you're not dying from it, right? Unless you, like, screw up and, like, okay, I have 4 health, and if you do this ability and you roll, you deserve to die at that point, right? If you do it there, you deserve to die at that point. But now you don't die from it when you're at 5 health, right? Like you just take 2 damage, which is nothing to sniff at, but better than what it was before. So yeah, so Icy Tendrils, yeah, I can see it now. It's a hit wild result. Before, the triggers were insane. On a crit wild hit, you give a stagger. On a wild hit, you hand out stun. On just a hit, you hand out slow, and it's a range 4 attack. This is a really good attack. Range 4, only 3 power cost, 6 dice. Really good. And they made the changes necessary for this character. This is really good, and Clea will see more table time. Thank you, AMG. All right, so I think with Sorcerer Supreme Strange, all that really changed here, I think they did something with his name. Let me take a look. No. It's just all they did here was just make they added the dodge results here for the Eye of Hamagata, which is, again, a welcomed, nice change. He's going to be really annoying to deal with on the table now, and I'm happy about it. I loved playing Doctor Strange. Like, I love his character, and I loved playing him, so here we go. We're gonna now dodges don't hurt me anymore. Cosmic Ghost Rider, nothing changed. This is just a brand new card for him. Updated card for him. X-23. They got rid of Adamantium Skeleton. Now, granted, I'm not the biggest X-23 lore person. I mean, my first interaction with her was like X-Men Evolution. I know she's Logan's child, but someone did make a comment that in the lore she doesn't have Adamantium Skeleton. So they just removed that, so she's no longer size 3. If it's lore accurate, then do it. And if that's the case, if X-23 is lore accurate, can we just remove Immortal Hulk from Midnight Suns while we're at it? Because that would be lore accurate. Thank you very much. Anyway, so that got removed. Also, the timing on Frenzy changed, so now it's guaranteed to do it. So previously, how it was worded was, how can I best explain this without make it being too complicated? If you did not have the power to do Frenzy, even though you dazed the character, you cannot do Frenzy. So, for example, if I had 1 power and I dazed the character with the Builder, yes, the timing of it was you would have to do it when the daze happens, and you would have to have the power at that point in time. You don't have the power at that point in time until after the attack is resolved and whatever. Now, this is after the attack is resolved. The timing is correct now, in my opinion. So now you can play it how we've all been playing it for years until that ruling happened. So that's really cool. So she got a buff and she got a nerf. So that's really good. She's still a good character. Everything's still the same. Rerolls, healing factor, all that cool stuff. Angela was just, they cleared up the Angelic Assassin. It does the same thing as X-23. So now you get the power. You can do the Angelic Assassin, then do the attack now when you have the power. Heimdall, All Seeing Eyes. I believe the only change here is that it went to range 4 instead of range 3. That is a welcome change, and let me confirm that. Yeah, right here. So it goes to range 4 now instead of what it was before. What it was before was just ridiculous. I didn't think it was good. He might see more play now, which is cool. I mean, he's a great looking model, and I think it's a welcome change overall. Bishop, this is the one that, dude, let me tell you something right now. Like, Overload is a frustrating thing that he has on his card already. My personal opinion is he shouldn't have this, but it is on his card. I don't care. We're gonna get over that. What was insane was that it got passed through testing after we changed Struggle for the Cube, which we've all agreed characters being dazed on your power phase side was very crippling and very bad experience, and it was just horrible. You would lose an activation. And it would be huge. It would be massive, losing an activation like that, and you really didn't get a chance to clap back on your opponent or whatever the case may be. And they had this during the power phase, and I mean, an easy way to beat Bishop was literally just leave him on 1 with 8 power, right? You go to next turn, power phase happens, overload happens, he dies. You don't get a turn with Bishop, you're down a character, you're down a 4 threat, and then it is what it is from there. You just kill him next turn. Who cares? Like, he would go to his injured side now because he has 8 power and take a damage. Well, he's -1 health on the injured side. Okay, cool. So now he's at 4 health. So now he's easier to kill. So all that being said, they changed it to the cleanup phase. That no longer will happen. Thank you for making that change. This should have been a change day 1. Day 1, with the fact of just because we changed Struggle for the Cube, this should have been a change in errata day 1, but we're here. It's here. They caught it. They added it. Thank you. I think he's playable a little more. I mean, he was always playable, but now it's like, okay, I'm not too afraid to put him on the table now because of this interaction, right? And shout out. I mean, Bishop's one of my favorite characters, so I love the fact that they changed this. Thank you, AMG, for doing this. I think I should get rid of it. And honestly, just to be honest with you, I think he should have stayed at 6 health. But whatever. I mean, on the injured side, he should be at 6 health, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I will take this. This is good. This is good. So, welcome, change the Bishop. Thank you, AMG, for giving the character some respect. Finally, my boy, Colossus, another update. This is the second one for Colossus now. And the last update, I felt like they improved him, but not enough to the point where he was playable. I mean, he's playable, but just whatever. Like, he was just a whatever character with no control. I mean, still no character throw. It was absolutely mind-boggling to me that a character this strong is not throwing anybody, but whatever. This time around, they improved this strike by giving him a push. Finally, he's turned into a control character. It's still range 2. It's 5 dice, wild push, and it's size 4 or less. And it's a wait. No. Hold on a minute. Whoa, before damage is dealt. This is an omnidirectional push. Okay, this just got better. It's before damage is dealt, which is a guaranteed push if you hit the wild, and it's any direction. From what I'm reading from this, and that is really good. Okay, I'm happy with it. Thank God. Thank you, AMG. Thank you for making my favorite character have control. Thank you so much. And this is a buff to Apocalypse, which not everybody's too happy about it, but whatever. And to X-Men in general too. Like, I think X-Men should probably play this character now. Brotherhood too. They have room for him. Give him a shot. Really good. I mean, I'm ecstatic about it. Like, I love this character. He should have control, so this is good. X-Slam no longer gives out the stagger anymore. It still hands out the stun, which is very strong. You can just hand out stun randomly. The buff here is that it's before damage is dealt on the wild. Granted, this is a guaranteed throw attempt because it's before the damage is dealt. Throw the size 4 character, it may throw it small. So any direction throw, it's a small throw. I will take Colossus possibly getting a throw on his spender versus no throw in general. So thank you. Like, you finally gave, I don't know why it took 4 years or whatever the case may be to give this character a throw. I don't understand why it took this long for Colossus. I just don't, it bothers me because he's one of my favorite characters ever, and I want to play this character a lot, and it just always frustrated me that he had no control on his character at all. It was insane. And my opinion is this, you don't understand the character if you don't think he should have control. My opinion. But we're past that. He has control now, and I'll be playing him in APOC. That's all that matters. All right, Big Brother has changed, okay? When an enemy character within 4 of this character targets an allied character with an attack, this character may use this superpower. If this character is within 2 of the attacking character, this character becomes the target of the attacking character, regardless of range and line of sight. Otherwise, after that attack is resolved, advance this character. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Oh no, so if you're within 2, you do the taunt. Right? So hold on. I'm bad at reading today. I'm really tired. When an enemy character within 4 of this character targets another allied character with an attack, this character may use a superpower. If he is within 2 of the attacking character, this character becomes the target of the attack. This character within 2 of the. Okay, yeah. It's the same taunt. It's the same taunt. You have to be within 2 to get this taunt. Okay. Of the attacking character, this character becomes the target of the attack regardless of range and line of sight. Otherwise, after that attack is resolved, advance this character towards the attacking character small. So this is basically a paid-for aggressive. So let's say, hear me out on this. So the first check is, okay, hold on a minute. Are you within 2 of the character? Okay, you get the taunt. Okay, if you're not within 2 of the character, you can advance small. So you could be in a situation where you're not within 2 of the characters. If you see a character that gets attacked and within range 4 of Colossus, this superpower, then he can advance small. Okay, and he can. And this is very, very good because, well, a lot of characters in the game have issues with after they get thrown. They have to use a move action to get in and then do an attack. On top of that, Colossus attacks are range 2 and 3, so he has to get in there and fight. This helps out with him being out of range of certain characters for certain attacks. let's say if you want to reposition Colossus, maybe you didn't want to get within 2 of the taunt range for whatever reason, but you wanted to get within 2 of another character to go ahead and do the builder for the push, to push them off a point, or just do the spender, etc. You can do that with this superpower. So you can just go ahead, they get attacked, spend the power. Okay, we don't get the taunt, cool. Let me advance Colossus down, right? You just advance Colossus. That's really good. And out of activation, advance is always good. So I like this ability. I think it's very good. It is not once per turn. You can continue to keep doing this as long as you have the power. That is the key, right? And Colossus doesn't really generate power well. But if you have the power, you can do it. So really good changes. Thank you for making him a control character, because that's what I know everybody's going to be like, APOC. Listen, if you played a lot of APOC, you understand the weakness with APOC is control, okay? They don't reposition them very well. They have some reposition, but it's not up to par. This adds the repositioning. This adds control to APOC. This also adds control to Brotherhood, to X-Men, and that is really good, right? And they have a really good size 4 range 3 attack that Colossus can do now that is really good. So I think this is an improved Colossus. I would prefer to play this Colossus versus what he was previously, and I think this is a nice welcome change for the character. I'm sorry I spent a lot of time on this character, but I love this character so damn much. I'm just happy he has control now. Thank God the man has control. Thank the Lord. Thank you. All right, so let's get to Magic. The buffs here were, I believe, they increased their health pool by 1. And we're going to go to here just to confirm. Yep, from 4 to 5. Bolts of Assure has added the Hex ability. So now this attack now adds Hex. So that's really good. That's very, very a nice welcome change for Magic now. Now if the attack does nothing, let's say if you do no damage with the attack, okay, cool, who cares? You gain the power. As long as you hit the trigger, you're happy with it. So that's really good. That's a nice welcome change for Magic. And also immune to Hex. Why she wasn't immune to Hex to begin with, who knows? No, I'm not going to question it. But now she's, immune to Incinerate. I apologize. Immune to Incinerate. She should have been immune to Incinerate for a long time ago. But she's got that now, so now she's like harder to kill. The extra health helps her out with survivability, which she needed. I mean, she dies to a sniff breeze, honestly. She was very easy to kill, and not anymore. I think it's going to be harder to kill, and I think her attacks improved. Also a buff to... this is also a buff to Apocalypse. Again, along with the other mutant factions, I think Magic is a nice welcome change. Along with Convocation. She can play in Convocation really well now, and a nice welcome change for them. So, really good changes here. Nightcrawler. I didn't play this character a lot. And that's shame on me. I haven't built and painted. I think he's really good. They updated the timing in Teleporting Strike and Brimstone Blitz. Okay, so someone has to help me here. After this attack was resolved, this character gains power equal damage dealt. After this attack was resolved, it dealt damage, and this character is not within 2 of the defender. You gain stun. So someone needs to help me with that. And I didn't play a lot of. You know what? I'm not gonna get the card. I'm not gonna get the card. Let's just in the comment section down below. Like I didn't play a lot of this character a lot. So let me know what the changes are here. I heard this is a nerf. Just talk to me in the comment section down below. I'm not too well versed. I'm not going to talk about Nightcrawler, but they changed the timing on him, so maybe it was a problem before, and it isn't now, so it is what it is. Agent Venom, they changed this to a shake action now. Before you just remove the condition. Now it's a shake action, and it just falls in line with Blade. Note on this is that characters like Crystal and Wanda Maximoff, because they have the whole thing of you can't shake conditions or whatever within a certain range. Now they have game into Agent Venom, so that's really cool. They just changed that for Agent Venom. Not much there change there. We talked about Gambit before. Nothing's changed here. He's still a really good explosive 3 threat. Could explode on a whole bunch of characters. And again, a welcome buff to Brotherhood, Apocalypse, especially X-Men as well. So, the energy attack is really good. Changing a die roll to a wild result, and then the wild results being counting double is really good. I think the best thing on this character, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you, and I've played this character a decent amount, is the enhanced agility. Because of the flexibility that you can move any direction, it's not away, it's not towards, you can move any direction. It is a very strong ability. It's very cheap to use. You can combo it with fallback, right? You can have a turn where you do the enhanced agility, then do fallback and get further away from the character, and it'd be really good. I mean, there were plays where my opponent would attack Gambit. He would do whatever. I would do enhanced agility, and I would get behind a size 3 building and be out of line of sight. And that is really strong because now that character doesn't have a second attack into my character, and he has to take another action or something else to adjust to attack Gambit. It's the ability is really good. I think this is the best thing on his card. I know the Wilds count as double is fantastic. This is the best thing on his card. Trust me on this. Enhanced Agility is really damn good. Toad, my favorite 2-threat in the game, is nerfed. Pour one out for Toad. get your malt liquors, man, and just pour one out for Toad, man. He had his time to shine for a really long time, for a very, very long time. And, he really started to shine in APOC this past year. I mean, he shined a lot in every affiliation, but this time in APOC, he was really damn good. He's still really damn good. What changed on him is they lowered his health from 5 to 4. 5 was a lot to chew through. So one of my favorite plays to do in the game is to double walk, move, and grab my opponent's extract. And, they would have to come and attack Toad. And if Toad survived, he just gets away, right? All he needs to do is take 2 damage and then just move away, right? 5 damage is a lot to chew through on the healthy side. So, it is what it is. He needed to get nerfed. I agree with it. I mean, he had his time to shine in the sun for a really long time, and it's about time, right? He's more in line with the 2 threats now, health-wise. So that's really good. He still keeps his getting extracts within 2. He still keeps the hop. He still keeps the getaway, right? The slippery. So he still has all that. Tongue Lash changed. He doesn't know he no longer has the push on a size 2. He just gains the poison now, which honestly, poison's not a bad condition to hand out. I think it's a little more thematic with Toad handing out poison to a character because he's spitting acid at someone. So, we lost that, but we also gained a health on his injured side now because when he got his injured side, it was really easy to kill. So now he's 4 health on the injured side. So now, guys, I mean, you got the -1 health, but we got the +1 health on the injured side. So you didn't want him, we'll see what happens, right? He got nerfed. He got nerfed on the healthy side, and he got buffed on the injured side for the additional health point. He used to be 3, now he's a 4. So Toad, he's still a good character, just not as good as he used to. He's one of my favorite characters playing the game. He was just so solid. He's just such a good game character. Carnage. They didn't change any of his defenses. They added a health point to the healthy side. He's now 8 health. He's still 5-1-1. Paint the town red. Again, they changed the timing on it. They also added dice to it, I believe. I think you can add 2 dice to the attacks now. You move small and do a symbiotic tendrils and just attack a character. It's when he dazes or KOs a model. It is what it is. He still has sadistic glee and all that. But, yeah, I mean, just a little change to the Carnage. My opinion, I think the change that I would have liked, honestly, was to make the defense dice here 2 each. I think this being 1, especially with characters with really good energy and mystic attacks, they're just going to farm a bunch of power off of Carnage. Granted, the 8 health is a lot to chew through, and you could roll dice and not do well too, right? That's a possibility. He's not guaranteed to get 1 shot. 8 damage with is a lot to do on a character, but I mean you just farm off of him still kind of, and if you always have priority, you just still do that. So me personally, I would have just upped this to 2 and see what happens. But having the 8 health helps. He can still pop off, and do things. Maybe they play him in Spider Foes now and give him a shot and give him a run for his money. I would need to see games and to see how well he's doing. Like, honestly, I think he might need to get 1 more revisit. And I think this is the change here, my opinion. But we'll see what happens. All right, we got through all those changes and the tactics cards. Should we go through them? I think it's just quality of life changes, honestly. Let's just go to the notes here, look at the tactics cards, and see what happened. Because I'm not going to. We're all updated for clarity. Yeah, they're all updated for clarity. Change to after text all resolved only happens once. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Like I don't think we need to go through the tactics cards. It is what it is. If you want to go through that for yourself. Me, I'm just more. I think it's more of a quality of life change, to be honest with you, to them. So that's it, guys. Those are the updates. I'm really excited. I'm happy about all the changes. I think this is good for the game. Thank you, AMG. You do a really good job when you make your changes. I really do appreciate it. There's going to be, I think Convocation are big winners. I think Apocalypse is a big winner. Of course, the X-Men affiliations, I think they're winners too. Losers in this, not many. I mean, the only losers I think in this change is like other affiliations that didn't get, certain changes to characters. But this is a good start. This is a start in the right direction, in my opinion. And I can't wait to see what the next changes bring and who is going to get changed next, because I'm really excited about this. Like, I really think a lot of characters need quality of life changes, and this is good for the game. So thank you, AMG, for doing this. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to play these characters and give them some test runs at the local shop with these characters. So have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. Keep playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. Like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Do all those things you got to do. Let me know your thoughts about the changes for these characters in this wave right here. And give me your thoughts down below. And I'll catch you on the next video. Keep playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. And God bless, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.